shout aloud, ye that is without a child. For many are the children. Say, sing, O barren, thou that did not bear, break forth into singing, and cry aloud, thou that did not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the one with children. So when the Lord, you might be in a place where you don't have money. God is seeing you as a millionaire already. So he's expecting you to dance as though you have the money physically in your account. But instead of dancing with understanding, you are walking miserably saying, oh Lord, breakthrough, breakthrough. God is saying, no, you have broken through. The money is there. I am intentional and I locked up your money. For a reason. You know what? The devil starts to use it to affect your mind. Because why? You are heavy. You are burdened. You are weary. You are thinking, when will things change? How will things turn around? What is the way forward? Satan start playing on your mind. But God is saying in Isaiah chapter 54 verse 1, says, sing. So when the womb is locked and the money is locked, the first thing you should do is what? Sing. Second thing is to shout. Because in your shouting lies your breakthrough. Shout means to shabak out. A shama out of your pain. Out. Anna was so miserable, Peninnah capitalized on it. What is the devil capitalizing on in your head, in your mind, right? What are those things Satan is capitalizing on? Peninnah had nothing on Anna except Anna's own miserability. The Bible says that the prince of this world has come and he has found nothing on me. Satan came to set Jesus and found nothing on Jesus, because even through Jesus' pain, Jesus said, the birds have nests, the fox have a hole, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. Those were some of the things Satan came to look into, thinking that yes, he came as God in man, but yet doesn't have a place to sleep. It's not just always sin. Many of you focus on the things that is keeping you bound. What is the devil finding on you right now? We focus on sin, whereas we've become a sin against God's plan for us. I don't think you're hearing me. We focus on sin, that we've become a sin against God's plan for us. It's a sin not to walk in the knowledge and in the power of God's might. Knowledge, meaning information of God's plan for you, and in the power to bring it to manifestation through his might, is a sin. Now let me say something to you. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 2, verse 3, verse 4, verse 5, verse 6, verse 6, verse 7, verse 8, verse 9, verse 10. It was about Anna, and she was just miserable. But yet, she did remind herself, who is behind this? The moment you realize that God is behind your pain, you better go to bed and sleep. Don't think you heard me. If God cannot bring you out of that pain, nobody can. If God cannot change your story, if God is behind your shame, nobody can give you fame. Nobody. If God is behind your restlessness, you won't find peace to rest anywhere. Anna, ladies and gentlemen, many of you are in Anna's shoes, and you've been in that shoes for the past months this year, or the last 10 years of your life. The Lord is saying, have you asked, have you inquired if I am behind what you're going through? But this is a night to change it.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. Do you know that it wasn't yet God's plan to give Anna Samuel? It wasn't. Anna took. See, Anna stepped up. Do you know how Anna stepped up? Anna stepped up from being painfully manipulated and painfully shamed and painfully tormented by Peninnah. She turned her attention from Peninnah to God. She turned